everybody. RV living with the geezer, and I'm gonna title this one "Roaming Fort Davis." So I'm down here on the north end of town, and right across from the fort. This is the fort right over there. Let me zoom in a little bit, and they've restored this fort quite a bit. We went through it last Tuesday. That two-story building over there is the old hospital, and the other two-story is the right there is the officer's home, like a colonel's home or whatever. But it's right at the base of these mountains, and I'll do a video on the fort sometime. This is called Sleeping Lion Mountain, and last week when my son and granddaughters were here, they convinced me there's a trail that goes from the fort up to the summit of the mountain. There's an overlook up there, and they convinced the old geezer to hike up there with them. So we made it. That's about all I'll say about that. I was in intensive care for 4 days, but you know, it was a lot of fun. And but anyway, I'm just going to show you a little bit of Fort Davis, the downtown part, in this video. So I'll pause it here in a little bit, but I'm just starting out here up on the north end of town. There's all the mountains, all formed by volcanoes way back. Here's my grocery store. This is Porter's. It's a chain of these out here, and it's a just small grocery, but actually their prices in there are pretty darn good, because the state park, they get a lot of tourists in there. State park is, Davis Mountain State Park is 3 miles up this way. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna pause this, and we're gonna head into downtown Fort Davis, Texas. See you in a minute. Okay, guys, I'm right here in front of the Hotel Olympia, and it's been here for many years. And it's these buildings up here in Fort Davis. A lot of them are built with native stone. This stone you see on that wall right there, that's stone from these mountains and hills around here. This is the Hotel Olympia, and it's a real popular place to stay up here. So then across the street, I'm going to show you one of my favorite places, and definitely it was my granddaughter's favorite place. It's the Fort Davis drugstore, and they've got an old soda fountain in there. And after we did that hike on that mountain, their dad took them in there. We took them in there, and they got banana splits, and you can get the old-timey milkshakes and malts. And next to it is the Harvard Hotel, and it's real nice. They have a bar and grill there. And then down here is Javelinas and Hollyhocks. The same people own it that own the drugstore. It's a gift shop. So of course the girls being girls, sorry about that, ladies, but they had to go in there. And then you got a real estate place down there, and if I would have gone in there back when we first started coming up here in the 80s and early 90s, I'd probably be a rich man right now if I'd have bought something, because I looked at some of their their homes on there and their land, and it is sky high, folks. But this is downtown. This is the main drag going through Fort Davis, folks. Look at that. See all that traffic? You think the geezer likes that? I don't like it. I love it. That is something else, man, after coming out of that DFW area up there. That's Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex I'm talking about. This is the main drag. You go this way, it goes to Marfa. And back to the north, it goes to Balmorhea, which is at I-10, 32 miles. That's where that big swimming pool was that I did. But yeah, there's some other, there's quite a few places up here. There's a Butterfield Inn down there, and there's several RV parks, several more motels. They cater to the tourists, you know, summertime especially. The climate out here is absolutely wonderful in the summertime. There's the courthouse down there. It's a beautiful courthouse. And I'm going to pause this, and we're going to ride down there and take a closer look. See you in a minute. All right, guys, here's the Jeff Davis County Courthouse. Just really beautiful. Looks like they're doing some work. That's a long old ladder. Let's see, that's about 40 feet up there where those guys are. But it's a beautiful building. It's got a beautiful courthouse square, plush green grass all the way around it, big pine trees, cottonwood trees. On the 4th of July, they have, that's a big deal up here in Fort Davis. They call it the coolest 4th in Texas, which it is. And they will have vendors lining all the 3 streets around the courthouse, the side streets. There'll be vendors lined up with not room for any more to get in. That's how many vendors show up for this. And they have a parade and all that, but just a beautiful, beautiful courthouse and lawn. The fire station's right behind the courthouse over there, and during fire season they'll deploy the Texas Forest Service guys out here, and there'll be maybe 50 of them, and I'll drive by here and they're playing football out here on the lawn, you know, just as they're on standby. So just an awesome piece of property right there. Just beautiful. I'm right in front of the old bank, Fort Davis Bank. Here's the stone I'm talking about. The bank. Let me just walk over here for a second. Try not to shake it too much. There's no chains. I told you all before. There's no chain stores up here. So just one Family Dollar. So there's 3 places in town you can get gas, and everything is mom and pop. There's another angle on that Olympia Hotel. And over here we got the library. See, it's nothing fancy up here, guys. Their streets, a lot of their streets are gravel. It's not an incorporated town, so there's no city taxes. You know, but nothing fancy, but it's just nice. To me, it's just old, and here's the Fort Davis Bank right here. One more shot of the Olympia, and then I'm going to shut this down, guys. One more shot of the mountains. All right. I'll be talking at you later. Hope you like this one. If you stumble across this channel, please subscribe. I'm sort of stuck at 368. It's as high as I've ever been. But, hit that subscribe button for me. Going to be a lot more videos of this area of West Texas coming up. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Stay safe.